Opa, eu vou dar uma olhada.
Still warm. He's here, all right.
Tá, vamos logo. Vamos logo pra porta que não tem mais nada pra fazer aqui.
Of course.
Ai, meu Deus. Acho que não vai ter nem cena de falar. Vai ser só diálogo, cena de diálogo. Vai ser só luta, eu acho. Tan 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 tan. Shepard, Metalworks. Caralho. Vou analisar, né? Pelo amor de Deus. Sou investigador até o final.
This is where they've been sending these.
Cara. Começamos bem.
Bigby Wolf.
Ah, é a chatona, né? É a chatona, né?
Bad Wolf.
Ah, é. Odeio essa mulher, cara. Não tem noção, velho. Posso subir aqui? Não? Tá bom.
You used to be something.
Eu ainda sou mulher, me respeita. Caralho. Tava sendo seguido, ó. Toda hora. Vigiado, né? Ah, não tem muita coisa, ok.
They used to fear you.
Daqui a...
They'd hide anywhere their small shivering bodies would fit.
Pô, tem coisa aqui. Ah, tá. Ih, alguém ali foi torturado, hein? Não quero falar nada não, mas eu acho que... Ah, tá aqui? Não? Tá bom. Vai aparecer atrás de mim, né? Nossa, ela fez 10 balas, velho.
The big bad wolf. It's about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece.
One
I
Piece?
do apologize, but I have some business to attend to.
Vai tomar nesse teu
I'll
cu.
leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you finish, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Nossa, eu vou te matar. Desculpa, mas eu vou.
Don't make
Te matar talvez não, mas só te machucar bastante.
He doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Não bate! Ah, não devia ter batido nela. Eu não devia ter batido nela.
Stealing punches while my back is turned.
Desculpa, desculpa, foi sem querer, foi sem querer. Foi cuzão mesmo, ela nem tava percebendo, foi cuzão. Ela se transformou? Ela se transforma? Que porra de bicho é esse, velho? Ali. Tem medo de altura? Aí não, né, porra. Não julgo também, mas... Eu vou andar. Virei um caranguejo, rapaziada. Na calma. E ouve? O caralho! O caralho, não, ela é muito rápida, não dá.
Where are you? Come out and face me.
Olha o bicho feio. Caralho. Mano. Que porra é essa? Cara, ela andando e... Nossa, dá uma agonia. Não vai, não vai. Nossa, velho, né? Para de andar, moço, fica parado aí, por favor. Virou Naruto, filha da puta. Ai, caralho. Pô, tomei essa. Ah, fudeu? Levanta, irmão. Caralho! Ah, eu sou muito foda, foda-se. Não quero falar nada não, mas olha isso. Eu me transformo mais de uma vez, velho. Não vai não, caralho. Ai, não faz isso não, caralho. Oh, caralho, caralho. Tá brincando comigo, porra, tá fodida. É o rugido, é o leão, é o leão. Leão não, lobo. Ai! Velho, eu não sou o lobo mal dos 3 porquinhos não, né, velho? Tá de sacanagem, né? É por isso que tem um porco na porra do meu apartamento? Caralho! Vai dali, vai dali, vai dali. Morreu. Ah, me deixou cego? Não, não. Tamo vivo. Achei fácil, tá? Não queria falar nada não, mas achei fácil. Cadê agora o chefão? Será que ele se transforma também? Todo mundo se transforma, então... Pau no cu. Tudo pleno, ó. Ah. Nossa, esse cara deve se achar muito, velho.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me
Ou ele é
one
muito
good
forte.
reason not to rip you apart right now.
Ah,
This gun holds 6 rounds of...
brincadeira, tô fazendo nada.
Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's
Sim.
what I want.
Oh,
That's right. But what happens to you once you get there is a different story.
meu Deus, eu não sei, eu não sei falar. Tá,
You
calma
will
aí.
bring me back alive.
Tá, como é que eu faço isso?
Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial. Are we clear?
The whole town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Why don't you let me worry about that? Look, there's no reason...
Ó, eu
for us to
posso matar ele,
here.
ou eu posso levar em julgamento.
Pointing a gun at my head.
Eu não vou matar ele,
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand.
mas ele pode me matar.
I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
If you're not a killer, then what are you?
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
Ah, eu vou matar ele. Ah, eu tô nem aí.
You have to
Ô, velho, ô.
And I...
Se ele for pra julgamento, ele não vai ser preso e ele vai ficar livre. Eu vou matar esse cara
I'm not
agora.
saying another word until I'm brought before the community. I don't mean to belabor the point, but just so we're clear, if you change your mind and decide to do something stupid,
Tá, eu não vou matar ele. Eu não vou matar
you
ele.
won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often
Eu não vou matar, eu não vou matar, eu não vou matar.
and I worry you're not thinking of the...
Ai, se eu morrer, eu vou ficar muito puto.
What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero? Because those are two very different things.
I'm doing this for Faith, because she and Lily died, and someone is gonna answer for that.
Then why are you here? You know who murdered them. Georgie.
Merda, ele me pegou.
He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I
Nice
understand
point.
you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle. You know, I'm actually looking forward to seeing Miss White again. My previous interactions with her have gone rather well.
Eu não vou matar ele.
Let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind.
Aí vai matar, ele vai matar. Eu sou idiota. Tô vivão, tô
I'm
vivão.
sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
Coughing, hit it. Eu não sei o que é curtindo. Acho que um tapinha foi bom só pra dar um, tá ligado?
You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
Ah, eu não queria matar ele, vou ser sincero mesmo. Eu não queria matar outra guria também. Ele matou porque, né? Acontece.
I know.
Acabou? Não.
We have to do something.
Pô,
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing
Are
happening?
we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Tá vivão, hein?
Motherfucker.
Pô, eu ainda me arrependo de arrancar o braço dele. Eu não queria. Eu não...
Hours.
Ah...
Worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
Well, he didn't make it easy.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
We can talk about it later.
Ai, não mostra aquele cara que eu vou ficar
Did
triste,
well,
velho.
Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
One Piece?
It's
É bom,
about
One
time
Piece é
you
bom.
showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
What do you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get
Those
off?
poor
You
girls.
think you have the right
And
to
what
just
about
do
they?
this to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
This?
Fudeu.
You should be
Fucking
ashamed.
shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all
Yes.
for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as
Peraí.
possible.
Peraí.
The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was George.
You gave the order. You gave the
To
order.
interrupt you, Miss White.
Eu vou dizer
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my
Meu
sister?
Deus, vai dar merda.
Where is he?
Yeah, you gonna
Ele
bring
tá
that
morto,
shithead
gente.
in
Ele
too,
tá
aren't
morto.
you?
Eu vou dizer que ele tá morto.
Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Ah...
Still out there?
Sincerely hope not. Well, where is he?
Sheriff?
Ai. Foda-se.
Georgie paid for what he did. In the end, there was a fight, and he bled out from his wounds. It's over.
So he's dead? That's what you're saying?
Puta, deu merda.
It was him. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
Vai tomar no cu.
We have to read the rest of the
What
charges.
other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf,
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And kidnapping Crane at gunpoint.
He went willingly.
Yes, thank you. Now, is there anything you would like to
Foi
say?
muito rápido, eu só escolhi qualquer coisa.
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're
Come on.
involved.
It's obvious.
And there's all the other crap he's done.
I know you're responsible. You've been behind all of this from the beginning. So cut the shit.
We all know who you are. We know what you've
Just
done.
give it up.
Já imaginou se ele não é? Não, mas ele é. Óbvio que ele é.
Crooked Man has committed crimes against this
Eu confio no
and
George.
most
O George tava
importantly,
morrendo.
citizens.
Aí ele falou,
These
ô, aquele
charges,
cuzão,
if
tu mata
proven,
ele. Eu falei,
are
pode
enough
deixar.
to justify death.
Não matei, né,
Upon
mas...
which Your body will be
Mas-
committed to the witching
Where
well.
it fucking belongs.
So let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself. and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull
Não
ourselves
vai dar
together
certo, nem
and make something of
fudendo.
this town, we have to start doing things correctly.
Ai, velho,
no
vocês...
more snap judgments, no more
Tá bom,
secrets.
tá bom, tá bom, tá
We're
bom.
going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
Ele vai ficar solto, né?
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel.
Ele pode falar qualquer coisa, tá? Eu não tô nem aí.
I hired him as a
Mentira.
favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually?
Cara, porque não faz
believe this
sentido.
bullshit?
O George, tipo, tava morrendo.
When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Look, I understand that,
Fique quieto!
but I had the best of intentions. My comrades are another matter, and I'm sorry for the predicament they put you in. They get a bit carried away
Cara,
sometimes.
Nossa, eu quero
too.
me prender esse cara, velho.
Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I've protected them.
Tô nem aí.
You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
What's he talking about?
I really hope you're going somewhere with this.
I see, you want to cut right to the point. I can appreciate that. Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's
Não quero
what you
falar nada
did.
não, mas
How you
essa
kept us all
conversinha aqui eu tô
It was
tudo tá...
not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but
Wasn't I?
You're the fucking problem here, not us.
Really?
Ó, a bruxa tá aqui
That's
também,
a
ó.
relief. Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
She wanted my tree destroyed, but Bigby refused.
What?
Eu sou foda!
Snow, why would you want that?
I know. Snow made a mistake.
I had very good reasons for asking you to do that. She
Cala-
was working with Kramer.
Mano, deixa eu aliviar tua barra.
You can lie to yourself.
Deixa eu aliviar tua barra.
You hated
Não
Craig.
fala
You
nada
hated him
agora.
wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had
Fui
nothing to
salvar
do
ela, ela falou, não, eu quis porque eu quis.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear,
Fiz até pose.
but I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you.
Ah, não mostra o cara sem braço, velho. Cara, eu arranquei a porra do braço dele, eu não queria.
I can't promise you perfection.
Ah,
No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you from people like him.
The crooked man's been exploiting you, exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
He took Faith and Lily from us. And while we can never get them back, we can certainly punish who's responsible.
Ai, meu Deus.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Viu? Se eu quisesse queimar a árvore dela, eu tava fudido.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise
Ele vai
the fact
escapar,
these
né?
accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to
Cara, me disse que eu
Georgie
peguei
was
o...
working for you. Bigby got a
a
confession that...
confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no
pariu.
barrister, but I think such a statement would...
Eu não tenho algo que eu vasculhei em algum lugar pra salvar?
Spoke, especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
You cannot tell.
So, are we done?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town?
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Putz, é verdade.
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this.
É verdade, é verdade.
Of course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
them.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm
Eu
responsible
preciso de uma prova, velho.
because he was working for me at the time.
Meu Deus do céu, cara. Me diz que alguém tem.
Of course. Yes, you're responsible.
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let
No.
that go?
You can't be serious.
That was different.
Snow had nothing to do with it. We all thought she was dead.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for
Puta
his
que
own
pariu.
protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
Putz, o Crane é a minha única pista.
So, you won't
Só que ele foi pra Paris, né?
behavior, but I must perish.
É o Crane. É o Crane, é o Crane. Eu preciso do
I
Crane.
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know...
laws apply when we need them.
Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain
here.
level of privilege should be afforded to...
To who?
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers?
Caralho, vai ser difícil ganhar desse cara,
Treating
velho.
you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny. Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf?
Cala a boca, velho.
Who will be the...
Bigby! Miss White!
Ela não morreu? Pera, quem que morreu?
Excuse me.
Ah, foi outra guria, ok.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
É, ela é uma pista.
I'd
Pista
like
não.
to-
É uma
I
testemunha.
had to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
She has something to say, and we're gonna listen. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was.
Ela pode tirar o laço agora, não? Ou ela morre?
Just shut up. You
Ah.
enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body.
É, a Vivian morreu.
Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Ah, eu vou falar que ela se matou.
Vivian killed herself back at the pudding and pie.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them
Tá
dead.
fudido.
Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me. And now I can finally say, you're an asshole.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a...
Oh, cala a boca.
Will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me?
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take
Eu não vou.
two people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You're done talking, crooked man. You had your chance.
Well done, then.
É pouco
Now,
papo,
for
cara.
your sentence.
Só vou prender e falar tchau.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we
Eu não vou
have to
matar
kill
ele.
him.
Eu não vou matar ele. Eu não vou.
We can
Não vou.
imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone
Eu vou fazer
again.
isso mesmo.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
Vamos prender ele num livro.
He has a point.
Já que a gente é de conta de fadas.
So we get rid of him.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I
This
think
is
we...
going nowhere.
Someone needs
todo
to
mundo
make
quer.
a decision. Who?
I hope you
Se a gente voltar... Ai, 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 ai.
What about a vote?
What do you think this is?
Everyone, calm down.
We should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Ai, não faz isso.
That's going to work.
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me. I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine. Are you sure?
Eu sou um juiz.
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Fudeu.
Hey, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
Tá, ó, eu não vou matar ele, mas eu vou deixar ele preso num lugar onde ele não vai conseguir sair nunca mais.
Do what you think is right.
Lock him up, rip his head off,
He has to
throw
die.
him down the well.
Get rid of him.
Everyone, I'm...
Not this way.
Ah, tu não vai. Opa.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
You said you had a way to keep him from hurting people.
Wait, you
After
can't
what
be
he's
serious.
done, you just gonna put him in prison?
This isn't the way, Sheriff.
You're doing the right thing.
Cara, se eu matar ele, não vai dar bom. Aí eu, todo criminoso, eu vou ficar matando. Toma no cu. Eu vou deixar ele preso, tô nem aí. Vai ficar sozinho pro resto da vida. Voltar pra casa. Cadê meu porquinho? Quero cair no meu porquinho, hein? Pô, tu não para de fumar, né, cara? Estamos aqui há 5 episódios, tu não para de fumar. Não me diz que ele é isso.
Morning, crooked man.
He's got a sharp tongue. I thought
Ah, que legal. Eu não posso nem mais ouvir a voz dele. Que coisa boa, velho. E esse brother aí?
call it even.
Hey, Sheriff.
I know who you are, Flycatcher. You've worked at the Woodlands for how many years now?
I think I've lost count. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
Eu não sei porque, mas eu achei que esse cara é suspeito.
This fucking line.
O Jack. É o Jack?
Oh, Mr. Wolf? Flycatcher left his keys.
Listen, Snow, can we talk? I wanted to...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Por que o clima tá estranho, velho? Entendi.
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Ai, velho, esse porco é incrível. O porco sapo é incrível. Não, ai, não dá, velho. Mas não pode. Será que vai acabar mesmo? Tá muito estranho pra acabar agora, velho, assim do nada. Muito estranho. Acho que não acabou não. Vamos ver. Eu só fiquei o cara, que sapo foda, cara. Eu gosto muito desse sapo.
I'm going. Jesus.
O chapeuzinho dele é muito foda.
Carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit. You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit. Just go grab that, would you? How are you, holding up? I know this isn't ideal for you. Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance, but Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway. I told her I had the money, but she didn't want to hear it.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so... if you could bring it to her, she was nice. So...
What is it?
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore. I'm sorry, TJ, but look on the bright side, okay? There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby, so you can swim.
Porra, eu fudi tudo, né, cara?
In daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Monday seeing you. It'll be nice.
Pô, não queria que o sapo fosse embora, velho.
Come on, it won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No, some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves, so you wouldn't know, would you?
Aí ele te pegou mesmo.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ. Hey, Big
Merda, velho.
Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig? I don't know. He, must have run off. Bullshit.
Cara, isso é verdade. Por que que a minha...
Saying goodbye?
Cara, por um minuto eu pensei que era a Fate, mas aí eu lembrei que ela tá morta. Quase bateu aqui.
Hi.
Hi.
Pô, que merda. O porquinho devia ter... Ah, merda, sei lá.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am.
Ela pode tirar, né, o laço agora.
I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
You need to let that go. How are you gonna move on if...
Bigby, I know you're trying to help. But this is just something I need to do on my own.
Tá, tá bom.
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
Cara, se tu me contar uma coisa...
It's
vai...
about what happened to Faith and Lily.
Ai, velho, nossa.
I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out.
Tá bom.
Pudding and pie for
Ok.
good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand.
Ai, tu não me fala.
Just quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Ela matou a Fate.
Marissa, what did you do?
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
Nerissa.
What?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
Georgie didn't do mercy. You know that.
He could have been reasoned with. I was counting on that.
Tá, eu perdi uma parte, mas eu acho que ela...
He'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God.
Vou dar um cigarete.
Here.
Thank you.
Eu perdi uma parte.
I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason.
Ah, não, ele matou.
The two of us were sitting there as he was telling me this. Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
I guess it worked out in the end. I can't hold that against you.
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... That night, after Faith, I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do.
Justo.
I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
Nossa, mano, aí tá brincando.
I walked her over here, and I left her, just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them.
Why would you do that?
I couldn't think of any other way to get your attention.
Cara, foi ela que colocou a porra da cabeça perto da minha sala. Perto da minha sala não. Na frente do meu prédio.
In the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence. And the world likes it now.
Ah, tá, entendi. Ela colocou a cabeça porque, tipo, se ela não fizesse isso, eu nunca saberia que a Faith morreu e tudo mais.
Nobody cares about us. Not really.
I'm sorry, Narissa. I'm sorry.
Faz sentido, faz, porque, tipo, se ela não tivesse colocado isso, a gente não ia ter investigado e tudo mais. O corpo ia estar, tipo, naquele lago, tá ligado? Onde o sapo viu.
Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel
Porra,
that
tudo
way,
uma
but
merda.
they need you, Bigby.
Tipo, o jogo é bom, mas
Both of you.
porra.
You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
I don't really know where we stand anymore. Things are just different.
Huh. Things are always different. Look, Bigby.
Fala.
After everything you've done for us,
Diga.
maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened.
Que isso, eu tô fazendo meu trabalho.
When no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing.
Thanks, velho.
You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
Belo discurso. Caralho.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
I need to tell you something.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me.
You like my ribbon?
Do you
Mano.
like it?
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about
He
Faith?
said he wanted to.
É muita informação, eu não...
I hope you
Eu fiz merda, né? Eu fiz merda. Eu vou atrás dela.
I'll see you around.